I've lived here 30 years. Love the area. You know, it's very upset that my house is going.
Well, as far as we know, they're knocking the whole estate down and rebuilding. Building new homes, mostly because of being overcrowding. So a lot of these flats, it's just not big enough for the whole families to live in.
From what I heard is they're going to demolish bit by bit the whole estate and rebuild it again, make new flats, modern and more comfortable.
They're knocking them. They are knocking it down, really. Didn't know that. I mean, you just add some extra, maybe, instead of knocking everything down. No.
This whole block is just ready to come down. I think it's in October it's coming down. Right. But then they're taking closing off half this park here. So the only part will be the other part, but with lorries coming in and out, you won't be able to come into it, will you?
The park's going, and then all the houses are going. The garages are going and all that.
Well, this block here is going down, and on the road, they're the first to go.
Don't get me wrong, I like it where I live, but these flats have been left again to ruin really over the years. I mean, this redevelopment has been going on for what, 9 years, Bob? Yeah. 9 years we've been fighting for this estate to be saved.
I heard that there's 14 townhouses going to be built along here, and I think at least 7 of them are going to be owned by the rich. And I've heard that there's also going to be some in the park that's going to be masonettes owned by the rich. How many, I don't know. I really don't know, but they are going to try and get this up market.
These are beautiful flats. They're only new. What's 40 or 50 years is only new flats, isn't it? Waste of bloody money, if you ask me.
So they say it's going to be 8 stories high, something like that. So it means that all these other houses will all have to be knocked down, because you couldn't build an 8-story high building without taking their light, you see, so all those would have to come down, you see.
People are saying one thing and saying the Housing Trust are not being honest with the tenants here. That's been going on for quite a while, but you're going to get that wherever, aren't you?
But I've seen a couple of houses with some signs saying that they don't want to leave and stuff. One of them is my friend's. So I was just waiting to see him to see what he really thinks about it and stuff.
I think because they have money to spend, that's why they're doing it. If they don't have the money to spend, they're going to do it.
It's up to them, really. I mean, I did sign the petition for not knocking down, so, I sort of in compassion with these residents that are living along here, really.
Knew what they were going to do, the Housing Association. They said it was only for the better. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
You really don't know what's going on. I know it doesn't make any difference whether you go to the meetings or not. You're still coming out, you still don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. They're not telling us. They're spending an awful lot of money, I know that.
They want to still keep it, they want to keep the community that they have at the moment, but just improve it.
The houses are for the rich and not for the likes of us people, This is what the rooms were being said, and that there's not going to be enough light in the premises.
Some of them are going to be private, for private sale, and some to rent. Yeah, but they're all going to be just electricity on them. There's not going to be any gas. Apparently they're all electric. So I don't think a lot of people are happy about that.
There's 538 flats, and I think they're now pushing it up to 1,000 to try and deal with all the overcrowding.
Well, they say the lovely trees are going, the bird songs are going.
I definitely don't want to see the park gone. I mean, you could never take a bit of green out of London.
I think it's nice to still have the park here. It's a nice place to come.
The little kids can play in the park.
Yeah, we don't need the park shortage, but if they're going to knock it down, we can't stop them.
No, really, because they say they're going to provide another park, maybe not in the same spot as this one, but around here again they're going to provide another park.
People are needing accommodations and stuff like that. That sounds good logically, but the people that lives here, they feel very strongly about moving. So I mean, unless they come up with a proper, deal or a proper solution.
All the local people, they don't want to move. They're quite happy living where they are. I mean, they might move out and then they might come back, but it won't be the same. So there'll be a lot of new people in the borough or in this area. So you just have to get on with it, I suppose.
People are going to be losing out, and having to move and put people in small combinations and that. But other than that, it'd be good in the long run because of the bigger houses and the more houses they could build.
I suppose they'd be nicer, but I suppose you have to move on as well. So that's what I think.
Well, I think it's most of the elderly people. Because you've got people who've lived on this estate, as I said, for over 30 years. Some of them are in their 80s and 90s, and yet they're getting uprooted to move. And if they want to come back, they've got to move back again. So, I mean, you're doing 2 moves in one, which isn't fair to them.
When they break it down, where are the people gonna go? They're gonna obviously have to move out. And obviously, and some people have been here for years, 20 years, 15 years, maybe longer. So then, why should they leave it? If they are happy with their homes, why should they leave?
These flats is only up about 30, 40 years. It's an awful waste of money putting up flats 30 or 40 years ago because they're in perfect condition. But of course, with the council now, they'll put in private flats here, won't they, to make money?
No, I think we have one client here that said they'd like it, the new houses.
I know people got concerns about the affordable housing. My only concern would be if it was going to people that are unemployed and, just sort of claiming. But I mean, as a key worker, I found it very difficult to get affordable housing around here. I had to fight for about 5 years. I had to live in shared accommodation and stuff like that. So I think as long as people are working, then I think affordable housing is a good idea. But I think when it goes to people that are just on benefits, I have a bit of an issue with that.
I do think that the redevelopment is actually really exciting. They've got a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of work that needs to be done within the houses, within the estates in the area. And I think that they could really do some help in terms of that. And they've got a lot of stuff to do with community development that's going to make a massive difference.
To get this end, the same as the other end of Portobello Road, trying to bring this more up market. From what I've read over the last few years with this replanning, because this doesn't bring a lot of people up here, so they really want to get this end the same.
I mean, like I say, you've lived here for a long time, you know everyone, you know where you are and things like that. But they're saying that they will bring people back in.
There'll be lots more shops and things going up for the people, so hopefully it'll be better.
I think it's trying to improve the area and improve the living conditions for the people in the area.
I'm looking forward to coming back to my new flat on the estate when it's ready in 3 years' time. I'm looking forward to coming back because the people around here are so nice. We've never had any problems around here.
It will be nice to have something like and for the area to be done up a bit and that, but when there's something for a big and development and like that, obviously there is going to be some consequences and stuff. So it is kind of split in between. It is a good thing, but then again, it's not.
It's going to bring a lot of new people into the area, and hopefully the new people will be nice people like they are down the Portobello Road end,
I suppose they'd be nicer, but I suppose you have to move on as well. So that's what I think.
If it needs updating, it can be updated.
Can it get better? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.